túnel desabado. Vamos lá.
The new story beat fit the story perfectly.
Primeiro já sabe, né? Mas eu voltei pra cá, ó. Tem que fazer isso aqui, certo? Só ativar essa antessala. A gente rodou de manhã, que hora tá no canto certo. Então, vamos lá. Colocar de novo. Essa porta aqui. É que vocês vão entender. Agora sim. Agora concluiu.
The plot changed the details of the world.
Ué? Eu fiz. Ixi.
The dark presence. Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Corre.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Olha só como era simples, né? O negócio é os detalhes. Como é que eu acho que pode atravessar lá, senão não tenho experiência ainda não.
The tunnel was open now. I could get through.
Vai pra lá mesmo. Ah, velho.
The dark presence. I had seen it before.
Troféu
I
conquistado.
remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Nuvem carregada, o nome do troféu. Rapaz, era tão simples, né? Tive que olhar. Ixi. Uma floresta.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Chegamos ao local. Olha aí. Piquem, tá? Nightingale, né? Filme interessante.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Not Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Olha aí, concluído. No caso, essa é a parte dele, né? É a parte onde a Anderson encontrava ele. Troféu conquistado, Nova York. Procure Alice. Ixi, coisa feia, cara. Olha.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Olha, foco.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Pode conferir os ecos aqui. Rapaz, interessante. Tem uma versão, né, com Cassie. Fica tipo aqueles filmes.
Stepping to the...
Temos ainda 8. Curou só uma parte, a outra é maior.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
É verdade, é mesmo. Engraçado, não acho. Já pegou, não foi aqui? Acho que já pegou. Aqui tá normal, tá sem escuridão. Vamos ver o mapa. Tem alguma coisa aqui, ó. Olha. É aqui, cara, olha. Acho que eu não tava conseguindo. Pronto. Completou. Agora não aparece mais, ó. A comutação ali. Tem muita coisa pra resolver ainda. Isso aqui, ó. Isso. Tem que ter um apartamento no Palace. Onde é? Estação. Aqui. Ah, tamo lá já. Aqui, né?
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
As cores são bem vivas.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Ele mesmo. Telefone. Tem um eco aqui. Ali, ó. Eu não tô vendo nada. Eu saio aqui dentro.
The writer.
Boa.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Coloquei aqui um texto. Elevador. Ixi, ficou na parede. Ixi, iniciação 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before. Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Ah, o Scratch, gravação dele, né? Lá no... Entendi. Aqui é aquela de control. Não dá pra escolher não.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
memória aqui na casa. Tem que procurar.
Alice's memory
Achei.
card.
Boa.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night.
Caramba.
Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
A luz ao fundo.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes.
Pai, tô interessante.
Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew.
Pesado.
I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Olha lá.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Troféu conquistado, returning. Fim da parte. Cara, quem diria, velho? Alice passando por isso, né? Esse capítulo não foi grande, eu demorei, né? Do outro lado. E haja troféu.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away.
Interessante, né? Tudo ligado a
I know it's
2010.
batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Voltamos, né, com a
It's
Anderson.
insane. And there's so much of it. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. Think.
Em cima, né? Boa.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
O estilo dela é um, dele é outro, né?
Think, Saga.
Boa. Aqui. Só ler, né? Aqui.
The dark place. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake.
Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true.
Aí. Nem tudo.
But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people.
Terá apenas a mente.
But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people.
Foi. Jogando aleatório aqui.
No.
Olha. Aos poucos vai, né? Boa. Um clique.
Nah.
Formou.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Last time, it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded.
Foi muita coisa, né?
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Mais um.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Ele tá falando a verdade, né?
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Ela é bem precisa, né?
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Mais dois casos aqui, ó. Boa.
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Interroga Wake.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Mais páginas que ela queria.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon. Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first...
Olha. Boa.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Interessante, né? Vou terminar agora. Tem muito espaço, né, com ela. Vou entregar pra ele. Eu acho que é isso.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
Mas vai ter a caixa?
I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger. I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. Just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Eu vou com ela. Não, deixa não.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Mais.
Ugh.
Boa. O medo, velho.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are
It doesn't budge.
available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our own dear diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin.
Should be allowed at this year's big. You just tuning in. You're listening
Hold
to
on
the
for
Pat
dear
Mayer
life of the
Radio
Espresso
Hour,
Express.
brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky.
Oh,
And boy, what
so
an
handsome.
adventure
Local
here
brewery at the
in
Horse That
Bright
Well,
Falls.
where two serial killers
Right now, we
once
all simply asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this to
Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our
right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine.
Goat's coffee. Seriously, it's none of Moose's. Take in amazing views from the slow roadster Ferris wheel.
Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Uma coisa.
Deerfest is coming, rain or shine, and that parade lineup is looking
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. All night.
Yes, sir. I'm terribly sorry. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why
I swear I brought my full kit along.
A gente chegou aqui. Vai, então assiste mais.
Didn't forget to pack the EMF.
Yeah, I'm not unplugging it.
Why would
You're
I pack
fixing it.
your gear?
Of course.
I've got my own
sir.
to worry about.